and then get into that presentation that I mentioned that Randall will give. And then after that, there was a few things I was thinking it would be nice to show regarding Model Builder and the SDSS tool itself, just so people can understand, why we're doing a few things. And ideally, we're going to try and finish early today, but we'll see. We're going to try and shoot for, at least finishing by 10, but hopefully before that. And then also, I wanted to, before we jump into all that, also see right now. Well, yeah, I want to see if there's anybody has any specific things they want to add to the agenda for today. And then I do want to try and have time near the end for us to brainstorm a little bit more on some of the future topics that people are interested in, or some of the problems they're coming up against in applying the Model Builder on their system and things like that. So before we get into the next step, is there any other agenda additions for today? Okay, great. Well, then why don't we take a step back and just remind I think what would be really good is just give Ann and Bo and Janice a chance to briefly chime in. So you all, last time at the first meeting, everybody went around the circle, so to speak, and just gave a little 20-second, 30-second, 1 minute just intro as to mainly just kind of why they're here, what they're interested in, and what brings them to this webinar. And we're not necessarily, it can be real brief. Right now, I think Randall Green is the only other person that's on that's not in TWS. And so I guess, Randall, you could briefly introduce yourself to them as well. So let's go ahead, just real quick, go around. I'm going to go down in alphabetical order on this little go-to meeting. So, Ann, do you mind just saying a quick hello and just a little bit of background?
Sure. Pete may have covered this already. This is Ann Ingerson. I'm an economist in Vermont, and I'm interested in using this tool for a project we're just barely launching on determining areas in the Northeast that should be managed for wilderness or under wilderness equivalent protection. And we'll be using a variety of data from a lot of different sources that were developed for a lot of different purposes. So we're looking at this as a tool for combining all those data sets and working with the people who develop those data sets to develop a consensus around wilderness.
Great, thanks. Yeah, that's going to be an exciting project for sure. Let's see, next is Bo.
Hey, well, Randall, I know you, and I certainly know my colleagues at the Wilderness Society already. If I'm not, I'm going to meet them all next week. But Randall, first of all, congratulations on the new job.
Thank you.
But then on to my own background, I guess. I am a landscape ecologist in the Center for Landscape Analysis. I'm in Boise, and I've been focusing mostly on identifying priorities for various types of restoration, as well as providing or designing some analyses that would help inform adaptation to climate change. So that's my 2 cents.
Thanks, Bill. And Janice?
Sure. I'm the director of our Center for Landscape Analysis here at TWS, and I am very interested in understanding how we can apply this model in a variety of our programs, from Bo's work that he just described to the roads work that's being done in California, and also interested in seeing if it would be helpful for some of our energy applications in the Rocky Mountain West for energy siting. So that's why I'm interested to be here.
Mm-hmm. All right, thanks for joining us. And if you get overwhelmed with the sickness stuff, just feel free to slide on out. Thanks, Janice. Okay, and I guess, well, now that I think about it, maybe we should just move forward. Randall has met Janice and Bo. And Randall I met at a conference this last summer when I was presenting some of this stuff, and he's been volunteering tremendously moving forward on this, and then helping out with the framework and helping out with an effort in other part of Canada. So, yeah, and he also has a lot of background in multi-criteria decision making. In fact, that's what he finished his master's on it. So, in fact, now I'm leading into the intro of Randall. So, as I mentioned, Randall offered to give this little backgrounder on this issue, and I'll let him get into what the issue is about, why it's important, and I'll just point out that, yeah, I'm just really excited, and I was really excited to hear Randall offer to give this, and anybody else in the future, when it comes to your expertise, when it's kind of a good time, everybody else can be giving guest webinars too. So that's why I was doubly excited about that possibility. So let's go ahead and jump into it, and thanks again, Randall. Take it away.
No problem. Thanks, John. First of all, how is my screen size? Are you seeing a full browser window?
It looks to be, yeah. Well,
okay. And are you?
No, I'm not actually. It looks like you have 3/4 of a browser window, and then you have one underneath it, maybe.
And is it cut off on the left or the right, or just on the bottom?
Well, I mean, I think that we can see the full browser window, but it's just not full screen.
Okay, so if I make it full screen, am I chopping off